Grand final day, baby.
Woo.
Go the Broncos.
Woo.
Rapping mad already.
The enthusiasm on my face.
You know what? I've got something to say.
Here we
I've
go.
got something to say.
Here we go.
Before we began, I felt my fashion choices were attacked.
Here we go.
I felt like we've had this conversation before.
Here we go.
I mean, tell me the audience, do you feel like this doesn't work?
It doesn't work.
Why don't you think it works?
It's just too much contrasting. Like you need a hero. You need
this
a hero
coming
piece.
from Miss LMFAO. When did Tiger Print come back in?
This is not Tiger
It
Print.
looks like Tiger
this
Print.
Is what you call it. Neutral
Tiger Print.
Neutral Bay. Shout out to our Neutral Bay fans. No, but like this makes sense. At least it's in the same color scheme. You're like party at the top, and I don't know what this is in the bottom. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
listen, I've got to rep the Broncos.
but it's a primary school party because all you need is the flap at the back, and then you're good.
Cut. I'm not in my own podcast. I'm not gonna get picked on.
What's hilarious is I bought them both for you.
Exactly.
That's
so
hilarious.
That's on you. Okay, what do we
But
have?
they were never supposed to be together, guys.
It says you. All right.
Right,
Ladies.
enough.
I will not
People.
be silenced.
All right, enough clothes roasting.
He started it.
Let's kick off episode 18, which
Yeah.
is a lot of entertainment and especially a lot of music.
Let's do it.
Starting it off with Katy Perry, and she recently sold her music catalog for $225 million.
It is fascinating
Girl
to
got
me
paid.
that there are so many people that are now going down this route of just deciding, you know what? Streaming wars is getting too complicated. The cents per whatever it is, it's not worth it. I'm just going to...
They want their royalties.
They want their royalties in full. Like...
Because once 225, I mean, it sounds like a lot. I mean, it should get taxed 50% of that or whatever. but,
Right.
I mean, they all like
Most likely.
that's the same thing. But Katy Perry's songs to me. So once you do that, it's for a particular set of albums, right?
Yeah.
Meaning that anything she creates now is probably outside of whatever this agreement is.
Yes.
But would she have any other future bangers that would top the
Probably
bangers
not.
that she
Well,
has?
probably
Of her
not.
past five
like-
albums, yeah.
That's pretty...
They've got the prime of Katy Perry, right?
Yeah.
Like, let's just keep it real. Anything she creates now. I mean, you know what, Katy, if you're watching, because we know you're not.
Here you are, girl.
Get
Killing
it.
it
What
at
up?
the moment.
But you're right. Just that, take the money now. Take and run with it.
Especially because she's got a kid to take care of, with Orlando Bloom. It's a thinking about the future, thinking ahead.
Yeah, because maybe she won't have the bangers anymore. Because like
She wants to settle down.
she wants to settle down, and it's a whole new life stage. The youngins are coming in. No more California girls.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay, but
Teenage dream.
Teenage dream.
okay. So if
What's
she
the one with floating like a plastic bag? Firework.
Firework.
floating like a plastic bag is what you got out of fireworks.
Yeah.
It's the most memed lyric
What are
from
you
that
talking
song.
about? Do you ever feel like
Yes,
a plastic
yes,
bag
yes, yes,
floating
yes.
through the wind, wanting to start again? Why
Okay.
would the plastic
Alright,
bag
okay,
want
okay.
to start again?
Okay,
I
okay.
love reuse, recycle, and all that jams, but why would it want to start again?
Okay, so like artists make money through royalties, their shows. Obviously, she's selling her catalog and the
Merch
rights
as well.
The rights to it, right? Which means that if she's obviously touring, I've got to assume that's independent, right? Tour proceeds surely they can't be taking touring proceeds.
No, well,
Maybe they can they?
Depending on, I
do we have any dates on it? What, like, because
I think she sold her catalog for that period of time, and I would think it. Well, if you're taking the rights of a song, technically, does that not mean if you tour you have to give a percentage of?
Because what? Based on like the venue, for example.
Well, if
Okay.
yeah.
hold on. So
Yeah.
it says here, what does it mean when an artist sells the rights to their songs?
Yep.
Songs are protected by something called copyright. This is a legal right that the creators can sell or license in order to make money from their music. Artists with deals sign over some or most of these rights to publishers and record labels. So they sell their catalogs, can help with estate planning to take the burden off their... Oh, this went very dark.
Okay.
Okay. let's bring it back.
Okay, so look, I think we know that all it means is they can't make royalties off these songs anymore. That has to be like a for
Has
sure
to
thing.
be, yeah.
Yeah.
And the thing with Katy,
And how the song gets used moving forward.
correct. So the thing that I find interesting is like if you think of Katy Perry's catalog, like Masterchef in Australia, goddamn, that song has been playing Can you
For
imagine
years.
the royalties on that song? So it goes to them now.
Oh my gosh, what if they reboot it and then they have to choose a different song? And
Because
it's
it's
like,
on a
Okay,
different.
we've been so stuck on hardcore for so long.
to me, all it means is that they pay. What was the name of the company?
if the
Litmus
whoever's-
Music
if
Group.
Litmus music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If whoever's bought the rights to the music,
They get the
surely
revenue
have,
off it.
But they have grounds to renegotiate.
No. Well, they get.
Can you
To
imagine
me, they
that?
get the revenue off it, and if I'm Katy Perry, I mean, she should know obviously the finance of like what her songs are earning, but
Or she has people who
made
can do it
so
for her.
many songs like Fireworks, California Girls that were like anthems that are used in ads, and it's such a like the sort of, I call it bubblegum pop, the sort of music that she's in.
Why are you saying it with
I'm
such...
just saying,
why
man.
are you saying it with
I'm
such
not-
disdain?
I'm not saying it with such disdain.
It
I'm
is
saying
what
that,
it is.
Yeah, that's a good thing for a commercial artist. Bubblegum pop's where you want to be at. Like, how many Katy Perry songs have been used in ads and stuff like that?
Heaps, but like
Heaps.
also, you gotta like,
It's
it is
a
what
good
it is.
thing. I'm not gonna be smashed for that. It's a good thing.
There was an undertone. There
But
was a
like,
little sizzle
but
of it, you
but
know?
like, it's an interesting one because she has decided, you know what, my future earnings are probably not going to be more than two. That's the assessment that you make when,
Yeah.
when
Yeah.
you take the
Yeah.
check, right? Or she thinks that, you know what, I'm saving all my material for this next one, baby, because I'm going to pop there. But 225, someone gives you a check. I mean, it's hard to say no, right?
But it's the valuation that I'd love to understand a bit more, right?
bloody
Because it's like
actuaries.
bangers over time, or like the longevity of the banger. Like, you know,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
there's
yeah,
got to
yeah.
be some sort of calculation. Is like which one is the obvious, like, you know, out of artists, they'll obviously have like a top 3, top 5. Right? Of that will take the earnings of it. Can you imagine all of those songs within an album that doesn't get the light of day in comparison? But anyway, I digress.
Well, Kat, what artists have done this recently?
Well, like recently, like even Justin Bieber, like he
Sold his catalog?
He sold some of his.
What is he
songs,
gonna
yeah.
do? What is he gonna do?
Well, because isn't it he has a health condition?
He's
as
got a health
well,
condition at
so-
the moment. He cancelled his Australian tour. Like, what
So
else is
you
he
reckon
gonna
he
do?
needs the cash? Like, what do you mean? What is he gonna do? Like, you
Well-
reckon that's for the money he needs?
Yeah,
it that
because he's
badly?
probably going to invest it into something else, like
Crypto.
bloody
Justin
Haley's
Bieber coin.
Haley's new beauty line or something like that. I
Bieber
don't
coin.
know.
If they're also gonna have a family. Well, it's funny because we mentioned this next artist in a previous episode,
Yeah.
Keith Urban. But again, it's like, yeah, I guess.
How
much did he
I want to
get?
know how much
Yeah.
Keith Urban got.
Wait, hold on. How much did Justin get? I'm gonna say it's
Okay,
more than Katy
heaps.
Perry.
I'd say half a
Yeah, let's
mil.
go high or low, right? Let's go high or low.
500 mil.
Yeah.
500
So
mil.
Justin Bieber will probably get.
Actually, I don't think so.
I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna go 350.
What, Justin Bieber?
Yeah.
Yeah, 400.
Okay, hold on.
This is.
Oh, the fact check is under microscope. Tick, tick, tick.
Oh, now is not the time for the Wi-Fi.
Okay,
Keeping us in suspense.
While
but-
Kat's finding.
Because Justin's got.
Let me tell you what I
Yeah,
read. Tina
what?
Turner got 300 mil. So Tina Turner got more than Katy Perry. That's
Alright,
simply
Katy-
the best. Is
Because
that
that's
worth
why it's
more?
the
Simply the
longevity.
best.
You think one
literally
song
the
is worth that
longevity
much
of
more?
it, the usability of it. That's what I reckon.
You know
100%.
what I think? I think Katy Perry's negotiators let her down.
Well, maybe because she's not in the mindset of that, because she's obviously
She
got like
doesn't
she's
deal with that. She has legal
touring.
people doing that.
No, but of course she'll be presented the numbers, and then like,
or no.
is this hot or cold, Katy Perry? What do you think?
If
Yes or
I
no?
were her
Like,
legal
are you in or
team-
you out, or are you up or down?
Or her commercial. Are you hot? Are you cold? Like, if I were her
Why are you stealing
commercial.
my jokes?
If I were did it better. Did a better job. If I were a commercial team, I'd say there's no way Tina Turner gets 50 mil more than us, and we can't even equalize that. You mean? Come on. Katy Perry has.
That's apples and oranges. You know.
Didn't Britney Spears sell her catalog too?
Yeah, but she needed the money.
Yeah, but what I mean is, do you think Britney Spears and Katy Perry, in my mind, are comparable as artists?
No,
like,
but
similar
the
sort of template.
the impact of the song, I think, like
What, Hit Me Baby One More Time had
Britney
bigger
Spears
impact.
has more over a cultural period
I agree.
era,
So-
has more impact, and I would argue to say Tina Turner would be the exact same based
don't
on that
think
one
so.
song.
One
100%.
song doesn't give you
nah,
that.
She's like, what's
quite-
love got to
So
do?
2 songs. Now you're bringing in a second song.
And Proud Mary, come on, that's 3.
Oh yeah, okay. Well,
Come
it's
on,
just a
come on now.
If you had Proud Mary, I reckon just the karaoke plays are alone.
100%.
Yes.
The
100%.
karaoke plays alone.
Any ethnic party. Oh, and Nut Push. Because you know we're the only
The hell is
country
Nut
that
Push?
loves the nut bush.
Nut Push, sorry. Yeah.
Just like push and push.
Could you because I always said Nut Push because like we're the only country that actually does a line dance to the song Nut Push.
It's a very Australian thing.
That this is a throwback to see the longevity and the impact of the artist over a period of time. 100% has to do within the valuation.
It's still grey. It's still very grey, eh? Like how they come up with the numbers.
Oh yeah,
250 mil now, like
because
for inflation.
If you're Katy Perry and you're like, damn, I thought I was worth more than that. You know,
how do you know? I would baseline it, and if Tina Turner got 300 mil.
Surely there's other people before that happened, right? Kat, how are we doing with the case studies?
Okay. All right. We got Justin Bieber's figure.
That's all I want to know.
Okay.
So you said 350. I said 400.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? 450. Let's bump it up.
Guess what? You have to go lower.
Wow.
Lower than Katy
Lower
Perry?
than you.
Lower than me?
250.
Lower.
310. Oh, wait, not lower than
150.
Oh, no, higher.
200.
Yes. 200 mil.
When did he sell?
All his music he released before 2022. So before
I wonder
his
if that's
injury
got
and
to
all
do
that.
with all the beef with Scooter Braun and all that stuff.
Because you got him a shit deal, Scooter. Wow. I can actually believe that. I can believe that. Because I think Katy...
What has he got, baby?
Yeah. Oh, that
One
whole,
less.
Oh, no. That whole album that had Sorry and What Do You Mean? That's probably his best album.
Yeah.
Do you think more artists are like... Okay, hold up. So if Tina Turner... But when I read Tina Turner sold that like last year, so that wasn't like a decade ago. I'm just wondering why these artists that we... There is an algorithm, there is a metric there. And I think like we hit on it with like the karaoke plays, like the company buying it
Yeah, what's the factors?
has to see like
Some
that they can
value
make
in
the
it.
money out, right?
It's not as if you're going to go to Will Smith and you're going to buy it. I want to buy it, get jiggy with it.
Dude, Will
Like,
Smith, I think Will Smith's catalog would be pretty big. But yeah, because to me, Katy Perry is up there. You know who would break the internet if she sold it? Taylor Swift. If Taylor Swift sold it, it would be 500 million.
She wouldn't. She wouldn't sell. Well,
wouldn't.
She's reclaiming.
She's
it.
reclaiming. Do you know the story about Taylor Swift
No,
and
what's
her
happening?
music? Essentially, when she
she's getting off Apple, right?
Oh no, that's later on. Essentially, Kat, correct me if I'm wrong on this, but basically, when she got signed when she was young, the rights were she had signed the rights over to like the record label.
With
For what
Scooter
though?
And then the
Braun.
record label, then Scooter Braun bought the master. So he has the rights to all of her music.
Everything. From now on, even.
Well, from what she's recorded. What she has since done is she's re-recorded all of her albums and called it Taylor's version. So she's reclaiming back the ownership of all the content.
Yeah. Well, there's a contract too. That's smart. She's got good legal
Oh,
representation.
she's actually quite smart because then there's a
Good
to your
legal
point, the whole talk
representation.
about Apple and Tidal or not Tidal, sorry, but like Pandora.
Yes.
Pandora's gone.
Spotify.
Spotify, sorry.
I'm in Pandora, man.
Spotify was first.
What world are we living in, man?
You gotta just feel bad for the one that the one that got away.
Ooh.
Here we go.
That was a good song.
Here we
Yes,
go.
it was.
But yeah, like I think a lot of artists now, if you think about it, they're not selling it young. So Katy Perry, would you say is in the back end of her career? I mean, that's harsh, but she probably
To the point-
has made an assessment that, you know what, like 225 in the bank. I don't know if my royalties are gonna pop there because music is such a thing, especially with these ads and stuff like that. There's always a new catchy song and all that, right? So if you can pocket it, you take it, right?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
You're my little boot thing. Like what? What I mean is like things just.
Oh, you've triggered me. Not gonna lie, I do like that song, but it's just this sampling that is happening at the moment.
But that's what I mean. I think she like a lot of artists now, especially like when did Katy Perry start? In the 20 like what
May
year?
2009.
2000,
Gym
right?
Class
Yeah.
Heroes.
Yeah. So like a lot of these guys,
Look at my girlfriend.
a lot of these bands or artists, if you'd offer them a decent number that's not offensive, they'd take it. I'm pretty sure they'd take it.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm just reading up very quickly on why Justin Bieber sold. Well, the speculation of why he sold the rights to the songs. There's a lot of other rights that are in play, right? The right of the composition can be owned by the publisher. There's recording rights. There's the rights for the performance. There's rights for the use of in other media. So Justin signed a record deal with Universal Music Group and a publishing deal with Universal Music Publishing Group. So he owned previously a percentage of his rights. So sharing with that, okay, this now is not going anywhere.
But basically,
it breaks down the different components to your point earlier about, okay, well, what does this mean now? What can you do with it?
I wonder if 225 for Katy Perry is like partial.
Sorry.
rights.
So sorry, to your point. So when he performs it, part of that
partial
of it goes to the
That's smart.
designer.
That's smart. That's like a bond. Like that's smart. Like it's like an investment property if you think about it. You've determined the cost of it, but you know you're going to get a reward.
the appreciating value as they go on the world tour. Rewind, come back.
Watch Craig Davis.
Here we go.
Okay,
NSYNC.
Who do we think is next? Who's
going to sell?
Who's going to sell? Who's going to sell their soul to the devil? Just get that money, guys.
Or there.
Well, current artists.
Current artist. Let's keep it a pop because let's keep it real.
The Weeknd.
Huh? The week? No, if I were the week,
because the Weeknd's is gonna rebrand as Abel. So like he's like, I'm done with that phase right now. I'm now going to be this.
And plus, he needs to get as much money as he can since he's become uncool since the Idol.
Yeah, the Idol.
What Idol?
He stuffed
The TV
that up.
show.
He made a TV show, and it's no bueno.
And everyone found him
It's
cringe.
no bueno.
Okay.
Taking inspiration from Selena and all that, like no bueno.
Okay, who else, Kat? Who do you think? I'm trying to think of an artist.
Of someone who's
Who
like
would sell? They'd have to be big. Who's big, but needs the money? That's
I love it. It's like it could be a whole other reasons, investment and everything, but they need the money.
or who just wants the money.
Who just wants the money?
Who would want the money?
It's got to be someone from the early 2000s that made it. And you just don't hear them.
I don't know. Christina Aguilera, has she sold her music?
Christina would be a good one.
Dude, Maroon 5. Maroon. Adam. Maroon
5.
Maroon 5 might do it.
You know what though? Actually, what's hilarious is over the weekend I saw on Instagram randomly the things that I find. Your local Dumois.
There you go.
They performed at a wedding, and I think the connection is that
Sugar, right?
like maybe one of the people in the bridegroom couple, with the newlyweds. There we go. I think they work in music.
Okay.
But it's just like, you can literally hire like Maroon 5 for sugar.
I mean, like, didn't Beyonce, like, someone like one of the Saudis, like, hired her for? They do that all the time. Like private at the right price. Jay-Z's done it. Like, it's insane money we're talking about.
It'd just be really cool just to see.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
like,
if
hey,
you had-
look, they did it in
rocked
a
up to
music
this
video,
event.
and like, it's them in real life.
Anything for that Saudi money.
But yeah, otherwise we'll keep an eye out for whoever will next sell their catalog
Keep an eye
for
out.
more money. Alrighty. Well, pivoting from music, we have some great news, guys. The WGA strike is done.
Woo, 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 woo!
Yeehaw! Yeehaw! Yeehaw!
Look at this guy.
Right, well,
I'm cheering.
I'm cheering. He doesn't know what it
I'm
means.
not going to be bullied.
just thumbs up. Thumbs
yeah.
up. After last episode.
Unbelievable.
After last episode. Goodness
Unbelievable.
gracious. But yeah, great news, guys. So after 148 days, 5 months, basically,
How much more from the previous one?
the 2007-2008 one was 100 days.
148 days is what? A little over 3 months?
5 months. She
5
said.
months?
She said 5
Oh,
months. For those
Math.
playing at
Give
home.
a little booth. I think we're going to get a copyright strike.
Well, if you keep this
if you
going,
keep at it.
if you keep all of this going, to be honest, like Dragon Ball's gonna come for you, and then
And the Broncos,
yeah,
apparently.
Reese Walsh will come for you.
For your mom.
But yeah, finally, the AMPTP gave a worthy offer and agreement for the WGA. And so it was in September 24. There was the first reports of a tentative agreement
Yeah, right.
that had started launching, and everyone was getting super excited. And then officially September 25, they drafted out the official memorandum of agreement, the MOA. And
Love an MOA.
and there's some good there's quite some good things that they've put in here. So
they got their. Did they at least get the 2% that they've been asking for?
yes.
Okay,
yes.
cool.
So the gist of it, the good points is so increase health fund and pension contribution rate, increase foreign streaming residuals, viewer base streaming bonuses. So that's very good. That's very important. Streaming data transparency. So the streaming platforms will provide
Producing the
WGA
numbers.
the proper numbers, so that the writers can know about it.
Who's gonna check that though? The numbers.
Surely there's like some. Surely there's like an
industry body,
independent,
right?
an independent governing body across the that will
Because don't they share numbers now? It's just that can't tell if it's true.
No,
or they don't even share it. Period.
They don't share numbers.
They don't share it,
They don't
even
share
though
numbers.
Netflix would boost about, oh, there's had this
Is
many
that-
hours
yeah.
of streaming, but
Yeah.
then that's where the writers came in, like, well, okay, then where's our pay for it? Where's our cut for it?
Fair.
If it
And
if
they
it
go
became
and I.
that-
Oop,
yeah, exactly.
that's what they did. And I. Oop.
So besides that, weekly pay increase, writer producer weekly rate. The best one, AI limitations.
Yeah.
So AI can't write or rewrite literary material. AI generated material will not be considered source material, and training of AI using writers' material is prohibited.
Wow.
Seems like they got a
Pew,
whole
pew,
lot.
pew, pew, pew.
Was that almost all that they asked for? Because it seems like pretty
Yes,
exhaustive list.
across the board. Essentially,
You say that, but it's
they've saved the occupation,
yeah, yeah.
which is amazing and very encouraging.
That's good.
Very encouraging. And
And we're
then
back in time
get
for
back to our
Christmas.
movies.
yeah, let's get it back. They're all
Could we
and
please get Abbott Elementary? We've been waiting for like, what episode are we stuck in?
No, we did finish the season.
Yeah, I know, but we didn't.
It
season
did take a while though. Come on, Disney.
well, yeah,
Come on.
you're in good
Come on.
luck because Abbott Elementary is
Is
one of
back
the
on?
writing rooms that are going back into work,
What's gonna happen with Ted Lasso?
along with-
Mr. Sudoku? Huh?
along with
Tell me,
The
Mr.
Last of Us,
Sudoku. Huh?
Euphoria.
Oh, Euphoria is gonna be a bit rough though.
It will be a bit rough.
Yeah.
So otherwise, you love to see a win. You honestly love to see a win.
Getting that W
And so-
for the WGA.
You,
Whoop, whoop.
you. And so to remind everyone as well.
What
so
about SAG?
the WGA, so they've officially gotten their what they wanted to negotiate for. But a reminder that the SAG-AFTRA, they're still technically on strike, but allegedly on October 2nd, they will be going doing the negotiations. with
That's the actors
AMPTP.
stuff, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's the actors.
So they're
Screen
still-
Actors Guild.
Yeah.
They're still technically going, but hopefully they can reach an agreement on the possible negotiation on the 2nd.
Do you know what Twitter's gonna say, and even Instagram's gonna say?
What?
They're gonna say that Pedro Pascal brought an end to the SAG because he was on the picket
He
lines.
showed up. He showed
He did.
up.
He did. It's last click attribution. It's scientific fact. You can't
There's
argue against
no
it.
one else,
The face.
but it's the
yes.
internet daddy. That's
Look,
what it is.
it took a while, but we kind of got there. I wonder what was
We?
Yeah, we kind of got there. You know, it's just hard,
Look at this last click
hard being a
attribution
writer.
going
It's
on.
just hard being a
My
writer out
gosh.
there. You know? But okay, what are the top 5 TV shows that we just can't wait to get back? Now that this has been
Well, you mentioned
Abbott, yeah,
Abbott,
no,
yeah.
Abbott will be good.
What else was impacted? Well, The Last of Us, because that's gonna be getting a lot of Emmys. Had a lot of Emmys nods, so people are waiting for that.
I mean, I'm still at a loss at the moment because this year a lot of good stuff ended, and well, it's
as
like,
in ended like
as in
Seasons properly ended.
they ended, but was
They're
there an
ended.
intentional
Well,
ending?
I mean, yeah,
like
Succession
could come back.
ended.
You don't know this.
No.
It would be.
Stop trying to put it out there when it's
no.
gone.
I need it. I
It's gone.
need it in my life again.
Well,
It's gone.
Well, I was gonna say at least The Bear won't be delayed.
oh yes,
Yes,
the
yes,
bear.
yes,
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 yes.
yes,
Writing on
yes, yes,
it.
yes,
Bear's great.
Yeehaw.
yes,
Bear
yes,
is
yes.
Bear's great.
2 more shows. Well, yeah, it's
What about
I'm
movies?
not-
Let's add
I'm
movies
not,
into
I'm
it.
not into White Lotus yet, but I feel
We
like
haven't
I'll
even
say
watched
White
it.
Lotus.
How can we not be into it?
I feel
Okay,
like
okay.
you're claiming it now.
what about movies? What about movies? Like what movies are we looking forward to? That's gotten delayed. All the Marvel stuff.
I mean, Marvel,
Community.
a Community movie, yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
Community movie.
It's meant to.
Don't
they
need
have to
you,
do filming.
Chetty.
could not. Be.
Oh, we don't need. Yeah, we don't need him. At
That's
least we got
nice.
Donald Glover.
Yeah.
We got Troy. Yeah, it's mainly
To me,
Marvel.
the biggest thing is that AI thing that they could get away with that because
It's a literal slap in the face if they did decide, oh yeah, AI can definitely write better. Like it will then become like
So
Grey's Anatomy, where it's like all the plot holes everywhere coming unraveling.
So you
know?
can't use
Don't
AI
come
to
for me, Grey's Anatomy fans.
so you can't use AI like you're writing AI to be
So-
trained on it, right?
Yeah, you can't. They can't have their material be used by AI to train it.
Ironically, I think it'd be better if they could, but they could get compensated for it. Because how like people in the tech scene are justifying using AI, especially for developers, because it can actually write code, is what they're saying is your entry level developer is becoming an advanced developer straight off the back because they're using AI, and your advanced developer is becoming a, they call it a 10x. Basically the efficiency is there, but as long as they're like compensated for it, it does get a bit murky.
That would be interesting though, because ultimately the acceleration of like the work that needs to be churned out to produce content, right? Because I was watching this Vox video earlier this week where they think about before streaming, there was, you'd have X amount of seasons on the networks at any given point of time.
The normal TV seasons of September, it starts.
24
holiday break.
episodes that are
Yes.
locked in, but you have to, depending if you're in sitcom or in
Drama,
procedural drama or whatever
Cable.
it is, and having to turn that around. And then streaming comes in and saying like, look, you can talk about any type of storyline now.
You can do 10
not,
episodes.
you're not confined to the needs of, advertising dollars and whatnot. And then that just blows everything up. But what this now means, if in the same way that you're talking about AI, essentially, what is AI supposed to do? It's creating efficiencies and churning out base stuff that you can then finesse and build upon that you don't have to spend that much time to get there to recreate,
Yes.
right? This does mean what's the flow-on effect for all the writers now, where it's kind of, okay, we've granted you everything that you've wanted now, but now you got to work like double, triple time, right? Because it's just about, if we got to produce so much, that's probably the next what if that will come out of this, essentially.
Yes.
It's then, okay, what's the next...
Where from here now?
What's the next quasi 15 to 20 year cycle for then that will inflect the next strike? Because basically that's the difference, right? Between the, like, you said it was 2007,
2008 was the last strike. Yes. So you hope, for me, it's like, I hope that most of it has been ensured, but again, you don't know how the landscape of television or movies is going to change. Because what's interesting, so next year, the Animation Guild, they will negotiate new contracts next year. So hopefully they won't have to go on strike, because animation is super important.
Yeah.
I mean, bloody Across the Spider-Verse, you guys were watching recently.
It's amazing, but even that movie got delayed.
Yes,
because of
they wanted because the working conditions.
Yeah, the working conditions and the
how
quality
much
that you got
work
to
has to be
churn
put
out.
into
And it's
there.
also, you can see, even my favorite pastime in watching any Marvel movie is seeing that's really bad CGI. They didn't have enough budget
Such
to
a
do that
critic.
and all that
Yes.
stuff. No, but it's true. You can see it now.
I
right?
can't.
It's
No,
the-
it's-
you
I mean, I can barely
because you
see
need
the camera
glasses.
from here, right?
Thank you very much.
I reckon I'm the target market. That looks alright to me. I like Jurassic Park 1. It was great.
And then as well, recently, video game industry actors, they have voted to strike for better pay, but
So much
the
striking.
strike hasn't started yet, but it will be in motion should they not get better pay. And so it's really this domino effect of all this labor, union action, and these movements. But I mean, it's essential because the arts industry gets overlooked so much, considering how integral it is to existence and, well, humanity of what we watch, what we listen to, or what we play. And it's honestly, like, I just want to say a big shout out to the WGA for really sticking to their roots, especially when particular producers were like, we want to keep going until they lose their houses and apartments.
That's crazy.
So
That's actually crazy.
A big like
We talk about you, Drew.
oh gosh. But like, yeah, honestly, that's why we've come back to this topic constantly over the past few episodes, because like, yeah, it's super important, especially, just want to give shout to the writers, especially for providing what's going to be a better landscape for writers, especially myself, who would like to eventually join the fold.
Because that's the thing ultimately, right? Like, again, in like how you were saying in AI and the applications in the business and tech like scheme of things, right? we've just got a whole lot of tasks that is just, why can't this just be done already and whatnot? Because there's a mechanical basis of it, logical process, etc. But when it's coming to the arts, there is that sense of like the inspiration, without plagiarizing, mind you, or you can appropriate, but then it's, where's the heart of it? Where's the connection, the ability to, take the audience to somewhere different and whatnot. Like,
nothing can replace human creativity.
It's crazy to think that it's
as much as these producers think that they can. I mean, look at us. Can you imagine an AI doing our podcast?
Hello
It'll
there.
be ridiculous.
My name is Patricia.
It'll be bloody ridiculous. But yeah,
David Tennant, eat your heart out, mate.
They wouldn't be riffing on bloody Katy Perry songs back and forth.
I cannot believe
Like us.
you said
You're
that.
a little boo thing.
Or no, you got to do it right. You're a little. How would it go? It'd be
Robotic.
you're a little boo thing.
Okay, I hate that song. I so hate that.
So yeah.
Rip it out
Anyway,
of my ethos.
congratulations to WGS.
Woo!
So we love to see it. Alrighty.
What we got next?
All right. We mentioned this earlier, but let's bring it home to MasterChef Australia and the alleged possible judge replacement.
Because you're hot.
Who we got? Who's rumored?
Oh, yes. If you look to the
So-
camera. No, we're in and you're out.
25 million, 225.
All right, then cut. No more.
No more.
what do you got?
Else
What
we're
do you
gonna
got?
have to pay the litmus music.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, Kat, give the audience context because this is MasterChef Australia. Like,
Okay.
like why are we searching?
The supreme version
Why are
of
we,
MasterChef.
it actually is.
It
But
is
actually
why are we
is.
searching for a new?
Okay, so MasterChef Australia here. So earlier this year, we unfortunately, one of the judges, Joxon Frillo, who was part of the trio of judges, he passed away earlier this year in a shock. It was in
Shocking.
April. Like it
Wasn't the week of the bloody
week
new
of the
season?
premiere
It
of
was
the new
actually like
season.
timing.
It was
He was
unfortunate.
here for the
To premiere.
Promote, like,
press tours,
yeah,
etc. Yeah.
So it was quite a shock. It was very sad. We had his last season play basically, and it was like, this is the last you'll see of him because now that
Which is
he's-
crazy. I've actually
he's
never
gone.
seen that happen before. Like someone deceased and they're playing his material.
Yeah, there was a bit of like, are they going to play it? Aren't they going to
Yeah.
play it?
They would have
and
to play it.
ultimately, it has to come to the family. But
have
it's
to
just
play it.
crazy, like the amount of, even if you're thinking from a logistical point of view, the investment.
Well,
that
if their
you have
family
to-
said no,
can you imagine?
like what would happen?
A whole season of
like,
production.
I think they say that, but they were really counting on like the family saying yes because all the TV ads are booked. Can you imagine if you're a contestant and maybe quit your? A lot of these guys actually quit their jobs for the damn.
Yeah,
thing.
because
So,
Yeah.
they don't get the leave to
they
cover
don't get
it.
who's
yeah.
gonna take the leave.
Anyway, sorry, Kat,
Yeah,
continue.
sorry, yeah. So there's a new judge basically,
So-
rumored.
So basically, over the months, and rumors have swirled to be like, who's going to replace Jock?
Or even if the
Melissa
other two were
and
going to come
Andy
back.
are going to leave.
Yeah.
So now on the rumor mill, it's been said that for a deal of $2 million, they have offered Jamie Oliver a spot. And he was a guest judge on the very first episode of this previous season.
It makes it
Wah,
makes
wah,
it
wah.
makes sense. Like it would have been cool if they actually got Gordon. I would have actually been really pumped if it was
Wrapped
Gordon.
up.
Gordon's already like stretched. How many Masterchef?
Because he's across.
He just does the
he's-
US,
He does
right?
US, but then he's got his other
No,
shows.
I don't want
etc.
Gordon.
K-Stuff.
I'd love it if it
I don't
was
like it.
Gordon.
I
But
don't like it.
Jamie is also like
like
that.
Jamie,
Also
though.
makes sense. He's a long-standing
fucking
with
like Jamie,
Channel
though.
10, and you
I don't like it,
know
though.
he probably needs
Once
some
more
money
with
back
you and Kevin.
in.
I don't
Probably
like it,
needs
bro.
to find another way, an entry point to come back into
I don't
the
like
Australian
it. That
market.
Jamie's Italian was pretty average Italian.
Oh,
Shots fired.
It was okay. I can't, to be cool, it was so long ago I can't even remember.
Here we go. It's the backtracking
It's the backtracking
for me.
for me. Sorry for those. There's a Jamie Oliver launched the Jamie's Italian, like a restaurant in Australia and
Yeah, and Jamie's Trattoria.
Trattoria. And
Yeah.
what was it? It was a spate of liquidations and stuff like that.
Yeah.
There was a
It
time
Got
that
shut.
It was
shut down.
quickly.
pre-COVID.
Anyway, back
pre-COVID.
to Jamie Oliver. Yay or nay? Are we feeling yay? So you already heard my thing, nay, and I'll tell you why. But yay or nay?
Pucker.
You're neutral?
He was like, oh, pucker up. It's like, you know, what did he say that?
Okay, yay or nay? You're
Yeah, no,
lukewarm. You're lukewarm.
It makes sense to me.
Yay or nay? I'm not saying it makes sense. What are you, a politician? You're not his agent. Yay or nay? Nay, she's a nay.
I would-
What are you?
I'm a bit no, because I don't know how the chemistry will
There's no
work
oomph.
with like
Yeah, there's
Melissa
no
and
oomph.
Andy. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you would have said that for Jock too. No one knew Jock when he started.
No, but that's why they have the chemistry test
Jamie
between the
is
three
like,
of
you know
them,
what?
right?
What I don't like about I like Jamie as a guest judge, or like what he is now.
Yes.
Because what's going to happen is all the contestants are going to be, oh my god, when I was a kid, I used to love Jamie Oliver so much. I was a beast, and then he taught me to eat like pasta the right way without sour cream. Like I don't want all that stuff.
Did I hear that right? They were a beast?
Yeah, because remember he
Did
did this
he
whole
say
thing. He did this whole thing with like going to schools
Remember,
and
he was
trying
going to school to try and
help
like
cut
help
obesity.
Jamie's healthy.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Anyway, look, that clearly fell flat.
Wow, that was a deep
It's a deep cut.
I'm just saying that 2 million is a lot. Give it to Australian. Give it to someone local.
That's the thing
Find
that's
another
missing.
Jock, man.
That's the thing that's missing.
Find another
Because at
Jock.
least with Jock, he celebrated Australian ingredients
Yes.
and these and more importantly,
At least
original owners of the land
Yeah.
with the
Yes.
Aboriginals.
I want someone that owns a business in Australia, that has skin in the game, that can cultivate that. And there are a lot of guest judges that they have in Australia that are amazing.
Yes.
What's the guy that does the macaroons and shit?
Oh, Adriana Zumbo.
Zumba.
He is not that guy. Please no Zumba. There's a lot of them. He is not that guy. I'm just shooting down.
That was guttural. That was like
That was like a setup, and then he slammed it.
But who do you think?
if it was an Australian.
Well, yes, if it was Australian.
Oh, can you imagine if it was bloody Curtis Stone? We wouldn't hear the end of the freaking.
I think
podcast.
Curtis Stone,
Oh
as far as
my
I'm
gosh.
as far as I'm
Oh.
concerned, Curtis Stone is American. Like he sold out like a long time ago. I know he's
It's
Australian.
kinda true, yeah.
I know he's Australian, but yeah. What do you think?
Didn't
Well-
realize he was going to be this passionate about it. Sorry.
When it's Masterchef,
Yeah,
Budding
yeah.
yakitori
That's
chef,
it.
man.
Well, because it could open up to why not do another contestant like Andy, you know?
I think they've got enough of that. I think there's enough voice. But yes, if there were another contestant, who would you bring?
Adam.
No,
Yeah.
Adam hates MasterChef though.
Oh,
What do you mean he hates
does.
MasterChef?
he had, yeah, he has,
every time. Why are you acting like this is new news?
he has a
In
there's a bit
Twitter,
of a
he
mix.
has like beef with MasterChef. He's
Really?
always putting down the contestants. He doesn't have a good.
Adam.
Yes.
What's happening,
And I
buddy?
mean, that's why he departed so quickly
Correct.
to do his own
ABC
stuff,
and that,
and that's
yeah.
why he's never been called back.
Yeah.
Or he probably never.
Why do you think they
answered
wouldn't call
back.
Adam back? He's perfect. He presents well. He has his own cooking show. He has his own YouTube channel. He's a perfect candidate. It's because there's tension there. You're acting like this. This is all we know. This right? This is
I
not.
didn't know this
I caught-
information.
I caught wind of it.
Anyway,
but, yeah.
not Adam because it's not going to be Adam. Creative differences.
In a perfect world, it
I don't
could
want
be
Poe.
Adam.
Please no Poe, man. No Poe.
Why'd you go against? Why'd you go
Poe
against
would do it, but I don't want Poe. Just don't want Poe.
I think to your point, it still has to be an Australian chef. Like there was that guy. I can't remember his name, but he was like,
What restaurant?
Oh,
Do you
mate.
remember?
So many beautiful restaurants in,
so many
in
beautiful-
Melbourne that they can take. Oh, I don't want that Tonka guy. Like, he's always there. In fact, you know what? This turned out to be a hate episode.
Kev is just shooting
Yeah,
down
so
more
like,
than
yeah.
suggesting.
Okay.
literally like casting crew over
Okay,
here.
this is where
buddy.
you're gonna say it's the backtracking for me, but I've got someone that I think is there, but
Okay.
he's not Australian. He has Australian roots. So he came in MasterChef this year. He came in a what's the chef's challenge where they get anyway whatever where they verse the chef to get a pin. What's
The immunity.
the immunity pin challenge, right? They have a chef at the end,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So
Going against the pro.
Kat, sorry, could you research this? He is Chris Hemsworth's personal chef.
Oh,
the
that
guy
guy.
that looks
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
Pirates of the Caribbean. He's a beautiful looking man. He presents very well, and he's actually been doing the media rounds. So to me, I think there's some smoke and fire there. Like he presents very well. I see him as a kind of jock. I can't remember his name, but he's Chris Hemsworth's personal chef. But he is an overseas guy.
Is this Sergio?
Yes, that's the guy.
Pereira?
Yeah, Pereira. Yes, that's the guy. That's the guy. Google Sergio.
Oh yeah. I
What
know
a
this
baller
guy.
name.
He's
I know
a
this
mad
guy.
name. He looks good. He has very jock vibes to me. He's very slick already.
Nah,
Oh,
that would be
oh,
good. That
Yeah?
would be good.
What?
Ooh.
What?
And plus, why?
Oh, he's also worked with RDJ.
Yeah. So he's a personal chef to the celebrities. So again, I have backtracked. But there is an Australian connection.
We're getting intense, guys. We're getting intense. Yeah.
That could work. That
Shavar could do that.
I mean,
Yes.
I mean, that could work. It could work.
Yeah, no, that could work. That could
Spanish
really
chef.
work.
Spanish
he seems
chef.
like he has a dynamic
He
personality.
presents well.
The representation.
Representation. I think it's
diversity.
good. We need people that don't cook pizza and pasta. We're over this shit, all right?
You don't cook pizza and pasta. Oh dear.
Anyway, like,
Could it be Maggie beer?
hell no. What is wrong? You want? Okay, this transitions to my next point. Is
I did kind of say that just to set him off.
what the hell's going on here? I'm gonna walk out of. I'm out.
Get out of here. We don't need you anyway.
There's a lot of chefs that are going to be gunning for you now.
I know, right?
At least we'll know
Jeez.
if they watch. Okay, but is MasterChef you think dying? Has
Clearly not by
But your passion.
has it got like the Australian Idol syndrome where it's just, to me, like,
Mate, all of them have. Let's be real.
yeah, but MasterChef is the cash cow. Like,
I think what's gone wrong is that the first season when the new MasterChef came back, where it brought previous contestants.
Yes.
I think
That's how they had to reel people
that's
back
how they had
in.
to reel people in. But that was a fantastic
that was
season.
a celebrity one, right? Like the ex-contestants.
Back to win.
The
yeah,
ex-con-
back
yeah,
to
the
win
ex-con-
one.
They also had a celebrity version too, I remember,
Then
right?
they had the celebrity version, and then they
shit.
had the
They have spin-offs ones.
Then they had the
yeah.
fans versus favorites and stuff,
Yeah, yeah.
which was all
Well,
good.
that was
but then
okay too.
But that's because you're bringing the nostalgia back on people, and that's the importance of, I think, any of these reality TV shows. You need good, fresh talent, or otherwise people are just going to be boring as hell, and no one will want to watch it for any reason. Like, for example,
It's not about the food, eh?
The
It's about
Block.
the people.
The Block. I got into The Block late. Bloody loved it. Looked at this season. Everyone's boring.
no.
And now there's a little bit of drama happening at the moment. I have seen it, but otherwise not interested. Can't be bothered. MKR. Exact same thing.
We left MKR a while ago.
I know, but like, and it's also the drama llama with the chefs. But anyway,
Like, honestly, I do feel it because, for example, I sort of stopped watching the season. I mean,
MasterChef.
this recent season. Well, not just because I also traveled, but like I wasn't bothered to catch up either.
Same. It's too long. I think MasterChef is too long.
sorry, we missed a name. We missed an obvious name.
Who?
It could be
Hayden.
Shannon.
No.
Shannon? No, my.
Oh yeah, Shannon Bennett.
Shannon Bennett.
Yeah,
It could be him.
because he's like a mentor and
He's great.
yeah.
I can't say anything
Yeah.
bad about Shannon Bennett.
Oh, we got one.
You go on.
we got
You
one.
go on.
He'd be great.
It would be.
But you need someone that's trained already.
But I
with,
do like Shannon Bennett in his role at the moment. He's effectively a third judge anyway, because he's
Yeah.
so frequently there. But who I don't want is
More of who you don't want.
who's that other guy? The Matt Moran. Oh my god, it's like watching cardboard dry. That guy.
Wow.
No Matt Moran. No Matt Moran. I'm just passionate about my chefs, man.
There's a lot
Just
of
saying.
fire emojis here.
Basically, Kat, this is what's happening at the moment.
Basically, you got a TikTok.
Kev is orchestrating this whole conversation to then come to the point of what they really need is some new homegrown talent. Like that actually brings the cooking back into the kitchen as amateur chefs. And
like real amateur chefs.
and who better than our local Yakitori chef?
Yakitori Chang, that is not afraid to speak what he wants, that wears a Broncos shirt and Dragon Ball Z, even though his wife just puts him down.
Yes,
What is
chef!
this?
Is it behind?
Watch-
I'm motherfucking behind.
That watches the bear and really knows what it's like to fish.
I see. I see.
And that's 2 I see in Overcooked.
Oh, mate,
puts
do not
bloody
get us
double
started on Overcooked.
He puts bloody double flour.
Double flour
I'm
in
saying that's a
and
good
chucks
cake.
a perfectly good,
good cake.
dish into the bin
It's
for
a
no
good
good
cake.
reason.
It's a good cake. How would
whatsoever.
you guys know? You didn't even taste the cake. You threw it away. You threw it away.
So the seeds have been planted.
You always need double sifted flour. What are you talking about?
I didn't sift any of them.
Goodness gracious. Well,
Yeah, we'll see.
besides that, we'll see,
We'll see.
if the deal will come to fruition, because I think they're due to announce the new judge, because
They will
they'll have
this
to-
year. I think they'll do it
They'll
this
have to
year.
start
They have to
filming
start
the new
filming soon.
season
Yeah.
for next year.
Yep.
So we'll find out.
I reckon you had a theory as to that they were for Jamie Oliver, that they've already signed him, but it's not gonna stick, man. It's not gonna stick. But you had a theory that they're announcing it to test the waters.
Yeah, okay, this is my theory, all right? My theory is that Channel 10 leaked the news about Jamie Oliver potentially being the judge because they wanted to get a reception from the public to understand, is this a good decision or not?
And the reception is no. Hell no. No to Matt Moran. No to all your boys, yeah?
We only got 2 that we agreed on.
Take Curtis away. And no Nigella. I mean, she's got a non-compete, surely. She's a Channel 7.
Yeah, because she's Channel 7 with MKR.
Yeah, but she does come from time to time to MasterChef still.
Yeah, but that's fine.
Not as a judge,
but
though.
not as like
off-season.
more than like not more than like
a week,
2 episodes or whatever it is, right? Yeah. So that's my theory.
Yeah.
So let's see what happens. The announcement will be imminent because they'll need to start putting the real sizzle reel for next year and start
the
production.
The upfronts will start.
Here we go.
Okay, but all right.
If we can get this video to blow. You'll have a TikTok clip of me hating all these chefs.
I already have the design.
Jacques,
No. No, Adam. No, Matt.
And the sound
no, Curtis. No.
I've got the reel there already. All right. Let's simmer down
I
a
got
bit,
my
guys.
head up on this one. I think my head hurts, man. This hat's really tight.
See, you don't even have to waste product because the hair is upright still, so it's all great.
All right, let's simmer down, guys. Simmer down a bit.
No.
Oh, good
Yeah.
Good segue.
Yes,
Good segue.
What's simmering now?
Simmering down.
We're gonna simmer down.
Are you a chef or not?
Gonna simmer down and go into a different type of heat, and that is of Tinder.
Oh, shit.
Which has recently launched this crazy $500 plan that
Jesus
that people
Christ.
can subscribe to.
Hold on. What's the why? What's the inclusion?
Wait, is it $500 a month? What's happening here?
What's
basically.
What's the elitism
Okay.
that's happening at the moment?
Okay. All right. So, this new plan called Tinder Select was offered to 1% of most active users of Tinder to provide them a VIP experience.
Oh, yeah.
Some of these features include DMing people without matching,
Creeped out.
a special select badge that you can put on your profile to show that you are a Tinder Select member or whatever.
Desperate.
Select mode so you can be seen or you can see the most sought after profiles. And of course, early access to test new features.
What is this lack of consent that's happening? The DMs without matching? Are you kidding me?
Guys, you can do that in Facebook for free.
You
You don't need to pay $500.
do it on Instagram for free. Like,
They call it slide into
What
DMs for a reason.
fail, honestly.
How ridiculous is this,
$500
guys?
a month.
yeah, do you want to be noted as the 1% of Tinder? Because I don't think that's an elite club that you want to be
I
a
actually
part
thought,
of.
when I heard the headline, I thought it would be like... Cause
What inclusions did you think?
No, not inclusions, but like they've done this before where they have like elite matching, like where they match you like rich people with ultra like elites, like for dating and stuff.
yeah.
I thought it'd be a version of that. I mean, 500 is not that much, but for the average Tinder punter, that's a lot.
How much would you
Wouldn't
pay
shit, but like
for love or a bang? That's what it's literally saying.
Yes. How
Like,
desperate are you?
Can you
Yeah.
imagine the intersection of people that would pay for it? It'd be like rich young investment bankers, or like someone with like it would be dudes for sure. Do you see any chicks paying 500?
I mean, if they're nepo babies, maybe. I don't know.
I don't know. Like maybe unless they're like,
They're socialites or
yeah,
something.
there must be like some sort
To
of
hook
trauma.
up?
There must be some sort of trauma there where they want to be known as like the it girl, but haven't gotten there, so they'll pay for that promotion up. You know what I mean? I'm talking about it as if they're like soccer teams, but it's like regulation and promotion. You know, it's a whole thing.
Knowing what we know, so it gives you a badge to show that you're desperate and they're paying $500 a month.
Like, look at me.
And I saw this point with that. It's like you can elect to not use the badge.
Oh wow!
We have consent. We have choices.
But
This is my social media profile.
Wait, hold up.
Not yours. You know,
So-
my
so
body.
you can
yeah,
mes-
my social media, my rights.
so you can message people that
Without
don't swipe.
matching. Yes,
That's
Isn't
rude.
that against the?
That's against
that's
the
against
whole
the principle
like,
of the app, isn't it?
I wonder who is like the
Like
the
you up?
The
What you doing?
Who?
before they block you.
I didn't swipe to this guy.
Bing, 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 bing. It's just like, bro, love the approach there.
I wonder,
Not?
like, what was the brief? The brief would probably be like, guys,
We need to hit
Tinder
X
CEO,
amount.
we need to make some revenue, all right? We need to finally make some money on this app. What you got? Software developers went back and thought, you know what? We're going to create a super class. We're going to do to the 1%. I mean, I don't know how big Tinder's user base is, but like,
Can we see how much the user base is?
1% of, let's just
And
say.
is that global as well?
It's global. Let's just say 1 million. I don't know. It's a decent amount. What I'm saying is that 1% is a decent amount, right? It's not going to be tiny, and it'll probably be specific people that use it.
Split by geographies? Can you imagine? Like, that's what it should be.
It'd be
it should
for like...
No, this is the inclusion that it should be. It should be your radius extends to the world.
And
Can
are you
you
bothered
imagine?
to come find me?
Can you imagine?
If you're a bowler that has a private plane, yes, there's a certain amount of people that...
Honestly.
I think how people... If whoever does it, they're not going to put the badge on because why? But you're
Tacky.
gonna
You'd
use
be-
it.
you'd be
I don't think you would.
surprised.
I don't think you would.
You'd be surprised.
But-
Some might.
Just say you're an Uber traveler.
Look at me, I'm the 1%.
You're an Uber. Just say you're an Uber traveler, and then you travel for work, and then you want to meet with someone because you want to have interactions socially, and then you just swipe, and then you can do it. Like
Innocent interactions. Yep.
Oh, Tinder,
Yes.
man. I thought like okay, so I'm obviously not in the space because I'm happily married. What's the ring? Oh shit.
Unbelievable.
What's the ring? Show the ring. Okay, happily married. But
Here, wait. Put
Bumble,
on your pinky.
Bumble is the empowerment one where the girls get to choose, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Same as Coffee Meets Bagel, no?
No, Coffee Mates Bagel is, I think, still also. Well, they like you, and then
So Bumble is
Okay.
the female empowerment one, right? Because
Yeah.
only the girl can
they tell
pick.
you to
Yep.
girls to
So
initiate.
that's the to weed out the creeps. You know who you are, dudes. Anyway, so that's
Clearly
one.
the ones that are the 1% on Tinder now, clearly.
But Tinder's now known as just a banging app, right? Like it really is. Like
It gained
no,
that
but you know
reputation.
what?
what?
So,
I know people that
Tinder have this interesting advertising campaign on at the moment.
Where?
YouTube, the one on
On
YouTube.
the you one on
I've never
YouTube,
seen it.
I've
right?
seen
So
on
clearly,
YouTube.
I don't know what's going on with my profile to make me think that that they want me to see this.
Unbelievable.
But I call it market research. Anyway,
Unbelievable.
anyway, they're showing stories of like
People who
everyday
allegedly met.
couples that met on Tinder.
Is this
right?
on YouTube? I've never
This is
seen
on
it.
YouTube.
How the hell are you getting served this?
I don't know. But
Chance.
what's interesting to me is the selection of the couples that are there, right? So we've got like this punk rock chick and this guy that was alluding to the fact of, oh yeah, I wasn't really looking for love. I was just looking for someone to hang with. And and then she was looking for somebody to raise her cat with. And then so that's the one boring couple. The other interesting couple for me is the diversity play where they've literally, like, I could be wrong, but the appearance to me is that it's a international mixed type of student vibe.
Yes.
And it's so wholesome and so cute, that's what's interesting to me is that Tinder, known as the banging app,
Bang.
They're trying to
Bang.
become wholesome again.
they're trying to be wholesome again to actually, like, no, we've got a good success rate.
And
Can
they-
you imagine if they all had to submit like their success rates to like an international, like
Success rates of what?
independent, of hooking up?
Hookups or relationships.
This is
Like,
not
you know,
market
like-
survey for shit, man. How do you rate your interaction with Tinder?
Complete this survey.
And then now they had to completely F it up by doing this 500 a month. That's just insane.
It's pretty.
It
ridiculous.
actually adds very little value. Like really little value. I don't know what additional value you could get out of paying more than like the premium because the premium, like the paid version of Tinder effectively is like paid Google search, right? It flips your crack. It
Flips your everything, clearly.
flips your it flips your profile basically to the top.
Yes.
Like it just gives you like a
like
better
like
view through, right?
sponsored, yes,
Yeah, it's a sponsored listing. It's a
sponsored
sponsored
listing.
listing. It's effectively a sponsored listing. Anyway, it's interesting. What next, man? What
Honestly.
next?
AI.
AI dating.
Oh gosh.
AI dating.
Okay. All right. Well, all right. Let's back away from the Tinder app. Let's swipe away from that, and then
Left.
I think so. But let's go back to music.
What was that?
Especially for who's been announced as the next halftime show performer.
Oh, what up? What up?
Usher.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Okay.
Usher.
I don't know what it's gonna be, but it's gonna be sick. I can see it already. He was born for this.
Honestly. Because, so technically, he has performed.
I was trying to think of a song there. It's like, but I realized that was Craig David, so that didn't really work. Like Born to Do It.
Yeah. So technically, he has previously performed, but it was just in 2011 with Black Eyed Peas.
Yeah, that's
What,
like as a
support act,
supporting act as a guest. But so now this will be his official himself, a solo act. And what's interesting is because the performance day is organized with the release of his next album called Coming Home.
There's no you.
No. Well,
What
not that.
Remember when like there was that series of he'd put you in everything?
Well,
like,
it's the song titles.
8701 was a great is like my favorite album from him of all time. There's nothing that surpasses that. But it's just
in
use
the
of
song
you
titles,
in
not in the
or
album
even like
titles.
Confessions. Like he had like a sequential piece, and then after that, to be completely honest, Usher's radar completely gone.
I think
Usher Raymond. No, he did
Raymond
say
versus
Raymond.
That's the one. That's
Yeah.
the one.
Raymond
Dang it.
vs. Raymond.
I genuinely thought
the
that
other
was.
one, Looking for Myself.
chill,
Yeah.
man.
Look, see, there's still some.
I love that. I love those albums.
There's
actually.
still some what you call it, self-love there,
yeah.
and
Reflecting on himself.
Yeah, sure.
Anyway.
Like, well,
This is gonna bang. This is gonna pop.
well, yeah. Why
No,
do
it
you,
will.
This is gonna pop. This is gonna be Bruno Mars and Beyonce level. Like, because
memorable? Yeah.
remember, like back in the day, how I think we failed. If you're a '90s baby, you forget to understand how big Usher was.
Right?
Usher was Taylor Swift, Bruno, everything together.
No, Usher was.
Usher was the
Nice.
apex of it, right?
He's gone across generations because, for example,
Heaps.
I mean, I knew most of his music because you would listen to it.
This is what you do.
Especially with Confessions.
This is what you do.
And then when I went into high school, when he came out, like he had a resurgence essentially with with OMG and
Yeah.
DJ
Love in
God's
this club,
Falling in Love.
like so many.
Oh, what a banger!
Like you have these
What a
random
banger.
songs because like it's like especially if you're 90s, right? 90s babies. There's so many songs like an Usher song for a lot of people with their breakup song. You don't have to call. You know what I mean? For like different people. And yeah, it was everyone's clubbing song, right? Love it, this club.
Burn.
And it's gonna be fire everywhere, and it's gonna be rain pouring down, and that makes no sense whatsoever.
anyway,
But, it's
you
gonna
know-
be amazing.
So Usher is okay. Hold up. So Apple Music is releasing it because Apple Music are they the sponsor because they're connected to the
Yeah.
halftime show,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
My
Yes.
God, they're doing such the integration with it is so good.
Yeah.
Because he's doing a Vegas residency at the
He
moment,
is at
right?
the moment.
Yes.
So
yeah.
he's already in Vegas. The halftime show is going to be in Vegas. So he was
Yes.
speaking to what's that Kiwi bloke that's always interviews the artist.
Zane Lowe.
Zayn, right? So he was interviewing Zayn, and he was basically
He was interviewing, or he was being
well, you know,
interviewed
he was
by-
being interviewed by
Just,
Zayn.
sorry,
right?
this is a whole like celebrity again.
And basically how he was saying that when he because we should talk about it as well because also Katy Perry is doing
Residency.
A residency
Yeah,
at the
Katy
moment.
Perry's doing residency. U2's
You
doing
too.
a
Okay,
residency.
we'll definitely talk about the whole residency trend.
Yeah.
But back in the day, it was seen that a residency was a place where you went when you were at the end of the road.
Because they are low love.
Well, like you
They
know, Boyz
were
II
a
Men,
showgirl.
Celine Dion, Britney Spears did a residency. I'm pretty sure,
Correct.
right? So you,
Adele's done one.
Adele's doing one. Still.
Well,
Oh, she's still doing it?
Well, I think residencies come back in vogue. Like it's now not place to end. But that being said, Usher was saying how
Get the money, clearly, because they're selling
course,
the
of
rights to
course.
the music.
but Usher was saying that how when he took the opportunity to do a residency, it was about reconnecting with the fans, which is such a generic thing to say, but it makes sense because only your fans would go to the. I mean, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, because he's had babies.
yeah.
Multiple babies.
Marriages.
Anyway.
Multiple marriages. Yeah.
So all these relatives will come to the show. But yes, okay. All right, we get it. No, what was I saying?
It's a family reunion.
It's a family fair. I had a point and you fucked it up.
reunion.
He was basically saying how it's come full circle, and it was because like your whole journey is made up of different sort of steps and decisions.
Justin Bieber.
Him coming to Vegas basically helped him get the halftime show, and he feels like it's part of his overall journey as an artist and like a validation because for a lot of artists, And it was weird because I never thought of it like that. But for, let's say, American artists, because I'm assuming this is only an American artist thing, right? I have international acts.
What, halftime?
Yeah.
At the moment,
I think it's American artist
It's been
thing,
more
right?
American. I mean, if you count Shakira when she was
She did it?
J-Lo.
South America.
I mean, as BTS, like
Hasn't U2 been in halftime?
you two might as well be American, man, as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, okay, I get it. We get the point. It's predominantly American artists, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a requirement, but it's predominantly American artists. But I lost my point. I generally lost my point. But yeah. Oh, sorry. He was saying how Usher's done everything. He's won music awards.
He's acted.
He's Confessions apparently is, I can't remember the term. It's some gold platinum. It's basically a distinction in physical record sales that like no other artist has done in a long time. He's up there, right? So he's basically saying in the spectrum of music, if you think about it, Usher's done everything. Usher's the quadruple threat. Sings, acts, good looking, does everything at such an exceptional level, right?
Yes.
But he was saying that to perform at the halftime show was this one thing that he always had in the back of his mind to tick off the list, and he holds it in such high regard. And when I heard that, I'm like, do people really think that? Because
It's a pretty big deal.
It is a big deal. So Rihanna did it last year, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's a big deal, but like it's not like for us. I wouldn't think it's such a big deal, but clearly for these artists, at least in American artists, it's because
It's become, I think in the recent decade, I
Yes.
feel like it's become a big deal.
Bigger deal
Because like,
well, the
if you think
NFL
about-
Super Bowl is the biggest.
the biggest,
single
the biggest game
sports
and
event,
stuff.
right?
But like, it surely there has to be some level of that they see the artists that have gone and done it. Like in the last 10-ish years, like the big moments, right, where it's like Prince was Prince.
Oh, that
Prince,
Purple Rain one was the best one.
Like
ever. Because it rained. It actually
Lady
rained.
Gaga.
It actually rained, guys.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. All right, take it easy.
right.
But yeah, like it's just that hype, and it's the let's be
It's
real.
prestigious. It's
For
prestigious.
everyone else who doesn't have a skin in the game in the actual who's playing, you just want to watch the halftime.
Well, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
the eyeballs are insane. When you
Yeah.
talk about the Super Bowl, the vast majority of people are tuning the Super Bowl for the show and not actually for the game, right? And it's a very international audience. The second thing, if you think about it, let's think of the last ones that we remember. They're artists with longevity. Like they don't play people that are like amazing sellers.
Beyonce was really good.
They don't play people like who is a new artist that's popped in the last 2 years. Can we think of a name? I can't.
Last 2 years.
Yeah, like pop. Let's say
Olivia
pop.
Rodrigo.
Who's that?
Clearly within the last 2 years.
Okay, whatever. Whoever this chick is, right? But
She's too young to be.
But that's what I
like-
mean. They only put people with a really.
When is Taylor's gonna be next?
Of course, she's
Provided that she stays with the guy.
not now, but not now. But she's definitely gonna be. But what
Yeah.
I mean is, you need to, that simply getting asked to that means that you're at a
within
level,
select.
right?
You're within
select few, yeah.
It's almost like, because I have the list here at the moment. So
All right, read it out.
Most of these artists, so starting from this year,
Yeah,
so it was Rihanna.
yeah.
Yep.
Last year was the hip hop.
I remember that one with
ensemble.
Kendrick and Snoop.
Oh, that was
and all of
awesome.
them.
Eminem,
That was
Dr.
cool.
Dre.
That was
Yeah.
cool.
Year before that was The Weeknd. Before
sorry-
he was still cool.
Because
Yeah.
sorry, the
Because
hip hop one was to celebrate hip hop 50
Yes.
years of
Yeah,
hip hop,
yeah.
right?
They
Yeah,
integrated,
yeah.
The year before that was Shakira, J-Lo,
Shakira.
Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny.
The year before that was Maroon 5. I really forgot that one, kind of.
Wow.
I didn't even know they did it.
I don't,
didn't even know
that's
they
not
did it.
there at all.
Oh no! I remember, but I don't remember if that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah.
I remember it being
Are
mentioned.
you really a fan?
Maroon 5.
Sell the catalog, guys.
2018 was Justin Timberlake. I sort of remember that.
I don't remember.
I
that
don't
at all.
remember that
What,
at all.
That was Nipplegate, wasn't it?
No, that was much earlier.
2004. No. 2017, Lady Gaga. The one where she jumped off.
I can't remember that one.
No, she jumped off. Yeah, like that. I remember that one. And then, as you mentioned earlier, Beyonce, Bruno Mars,
Yeah.
Coldplay.
That was up there.
That one is probably one of the most memorable ones.
It's a lot of pressure. You know what? I will say, because when he was talking to Zayn was asking him, who would you bring as a guest, right? If you would bring a guest, right?
Yeah.
And he didn't have anyone, but he was putting it out to the audience to comment below.
Yeah.
Who do you think we should bring? But I reckon, honestly.
Luda.
So hold up, we're gonna talk about no, maybe
For that song, come on, man.
maybe.
Wow.
But
no.
we're gonna talk
Wow.
about Taylor Swift and the NFL next, right? But if so, the guy who's she going out with, Travis whatever the fuck his name is.
Kelsey.
Yeah.
Kelsey Grammer? No. So he plays for
Very obtuse reference.
He's tight end for the Kansas City Chiefs, right?
Yeah.
If the Kansas City Chiefs make it to the grand final, he'd be silly not to invite Taylor Swift to somehow do some level of a mashup or sing
It
a part.
depends if they're still together or not.
Even
Let's
if
be
not, can you
real.
imagine the eyeballs? It would be insane.
Okay, but hold on. Before we go, like, I'm going to present a different side to all this.
Here
Look,
we
I'm
go.
happy for Usher. It's going to
Are
be
you really happy if
amazing.
you're going to bring
no,
this?
there's like...
You make me
but-
wanna.
Why are you being so caught up right now? Look,
Here I stand.
me... So...
We want chance. Last say wins.
Burn. Okay.
These are my confessions.
All right, that's enough of your
Okay,
booze.
yeah, that's
Let's
enough.
go.
All right, my boo. Okay,
Yeah.
it also kind of feels like unbelievable. It feels like Usher came out of nowhere though. So like I appreciate the context now that he's got an album and it's all premeditated. The whole thing with Kim Kardashian, which is a great
Have you seen those, by the
great
way?
I
preview.
think you sent it to me.
a
Actually.
great like because I was like, what is this? But it's genuinely very smart marketing.
He looks like
very
such a
good.
baby in those videos.
I know. Like I was like,
You
come on,
playing?
that's Usher, right? Damn.
Okay. You know what?
Put it on everything.
Let's do a recap
No,
of the.
hold on.
Yeah.
There was other people that were
Shortlisted.
rumored and
Yeah.
shortlisted, like out of nowhere.
All right, go. Get the
I
list.
genuinely believe that NSYNC were coming back
No.
to do like a 90s. So there was rumors that it was going to be NSYNC, Backstreet Boys, Destiny's Child.
That
How
would have broken the internet.
crazy would that
They
have
still-
been?
The
still have
millennials
that.
would be dead.
Oh,
They,
mate.
they still have that opportunity to
Mate. Miley Cyrus.
do it.
Yeah, I guess.
Was a thing, but then apparently
in the
even
USA.
the drama that came with Usher, for example.
Drama.
So according to my mate Dumois,
You and your Dubois, man.
that Usher's involvement in the Super Bowl halftime Super Time
Super time show.
Celebrity.
is all happening today was very last minute.
Okay.
So that means like who else would it have been?
Because, yeah, like his name was
Dude,
drawn
that
out
super
of
group
nowhere.
that you're talking about, it's 3 super groups. You'd have to have how many? Like, there's an average of 4 people there. I think the logistics of getting a super group like 90s reunion would be insane.
But how good?
And
Oh, it would be- it would
and
blow through the
pay,
roof.
the pay for it would be
It would, yeah,
insane.
it would be astronomical, and they would
Beyonce alone probably is the one that's like, because she's on tour at the moment.
because they have to
like-
pay these guys, right? They have to pay a pretty penny. I'm sure they're not doing
Yeah.
it for free. They're
Yeah.
not doing it for
Yeah.
free. Ugh,
Can
okay,
you
okay.
imagine?
It would be sick.
One day, hopefully.
You know what?
Technically, it could still work. Maybe. Maybe
No.
Usher is bringing all of them.
No, no,
back.
no. If I'm Usher, this is about you, boo. Like you've got to steal this moment for you. If you bring those guys
Love in this club.
in, if you bring
this club.
if you bring them in as like extras dancing, like if you bring Beyonce in as an extra dancing, that's the ultimate flex.
Because
Nah,
what?
won't
She's like, no, I'm not doing
It
it.
won't
Nah,
happen.
she's
Okay,
busy.
okay.
It won't
She's
happen.
busy.
Could we reenact the YouTube thing? You pretend to be Kim Kardashian.
Oh wait, no, but now there's a pressure. It's like,
I'm gonna call you back. I'm gonna call you back. Put
like,
that on everything.
what do you mean? What Like what are you saying, Usher?
I'm at the studio, man.
It's like I know. I don't know.
Wait, oh, if you're for real? I wonder.
Damn. That's what I can
Now
say.
when I think about it, that video clip's so iconic.
It's iconic.
It's so iconic.
It's iconic.
And I wonder if when they were like whoever the director was saying in the future they're gonna repurpose this shit and meme the hell out of it. Usher, man, you deserve it, man.
Usher.
Usher, baby.
Usher.
I don't think they've had R&B. They've had hip hop. They've had pop. When's the
if you
last time
count-
they've
if
had
you count
R&B?
The Weeknd as being a close second.
Weekend is not R&B. Well, not 90s R&B. He has such a big catalog. It'll be good.
So what? Hold on.
Medley.
What's the key songs that
What's
he
the
needs?
song that you start? Well, yeah, will pop. Where
Yeah,
you put
Will
"You're" in the
Pop.
middle. You start off with
He'll have
like
Burn. He'll have You Remind Me.
OMG.
He'll have.
you start off with "Nice and Slow." Oh man, like you can just
You
go
Make Me
anywhere.
Wanna.
You can just
Because it's like how long is it? It's about like a 15-minute medley, right?
Yes.
Like,
Oh,
Yeah.
I saw so many. I was looking. So I was just. Are you sure?
just super impressed.
Because I'm a mechanical keyboard. Anyway, yeah, like a lot of his because he can still sing really well. Like vocally, he's
He's still there.
still
yeah.
amazing. Like
Oh, that makes sense now because he has that song out with Kiki Palmer in it. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
he released a
Yeah,
single.
yeah, okay.
yeah.
What if that was no? Surely that's.
I
not
think he's gonna stick to
premeditated.
the well-known stuff, man.
Nah,
Like
he'll have to.
Super Bowl, you can't go. I think it sticks quite exclusively there.
At the most, he'll do that one new single to tease the new album.
Yeah.
But focus on the classics.
Yeah. Maybe if he feels like he has a banger in the new album, put it somewhere in the middle because you need to start hard and you need to end hard, and he's got the catalog to do it.
There's
Bravo,
gonna be
Usher.
fireworks. Yeah.
I think I'm excited for this.
All right.
You need to start
Hard
hard
and hard.
and end hard.
Take that however you want. This is the Tinder episode. You need to start hard.
Moving mountains.
Cut. What do we got next?
All right. Well, we'll tune in February
Tune in
when
in February.
when the show will come.
We should do a live reaction.
We'll
Yeah, during my lunch break at work. Favorite pastime on a Monday.
And
It'll
we'll-
be a Monday, yeah.
Usually on a Monday, it's like, I've got
yeah.
a 2-hour lunch break. Oh,
Yeah,
I
how about
wonder
that?
why.
All right. Let's just last one, very quickly that we mentioned. Speaking of the NFL, it's like Taylor Swift's new boyfriend,
Tay. What's the guy's name? Travis. Like legitimately, what's his last name?
Travis Kelce. Oh, Kelsey.
Kelsey?
It's gotta
Because
be
it's spelled Kelce.
plenty of Americans. Like you'd pronounce that as Kelsey, right?
Kelsey, yeah.
Yeah, Kelsey.
Kel-
I have
Kelsey.
no idea. Anyway, apparently she's going out with this dude. But the the interesting thing about this
Yeah,
is
here we go. What's the tea? What's the goss?
is Taylor
Jacatory
Swift's
chef.
participation. Like she turned up to a game, right?
Yeah.
She turned up to a game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And homeboy scored. And I
her
think they had
reaction.
5-second camera pan to her and her mom who were in the player's box or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she was like, let's fucking go. And people lost it. I don't know why people are so obsessed with Taylor Swift. But this guy, he wasn't even in the top 10 of jersey sales.
Yeah.
And after that one, he vaulted right into it. And apparently they've had like attendances blow up and all this sort of stuff. So yeah, it's amazing. It's the Tay-Tay effect. It's very real, right?
It's very real. And it's I can't help as you've said that it's like he's using her.
Okay.
Oh my God, we got a banger of an album
have you
coming
seen,
up.
okay, have you seen the memes? The memes is she's using him.
For what? For what?
Because he's a good player. Right? Like in the end, it's a joke. Obviously,
Yeah.
it's tongue in cheek a joke. But the memes are she's using him for popularity. But I know it's tongue in cheek. But apparently,
It's like to get into a new demographic.
well,
That
the
could
other
be true.
the NFL are using because when they were, I can't remember what it was, but like the NFL commentators caught wind that Taylor was there,
Yeah.
and they did like a blank state reference.
I thought it was going to blank space.
Blank space. Blank space. I don't listen to this shit, man.
You did that with style.
Blank state.
That's how my mind feels like at the moment. I've hated it. This is a hate episode for me. But anyway, there's apparently a trend in TikTok for these girlfriends that love Taylor Swift, that the boyfriends are like explaining NFL rules to them. So the NFL are jumping on the bandwagon to try and expand their thing.
You know why? Because apparently, again, there was people that were at the game and, it was a whole big deal that she was at the game and the whole hoopla about which car did she go in with the family or did she go there on her own, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, she has a rap sheet that gives her all the information about all of the players, like who's the really good players. Like I think Patrick Mahomes or
Which
something
she has
like
from
that.
who?
Like I
From
don't
the
know,
guy's
but like
parents.
there's
Provided
literally a
it?
photo of it that says like yeah, here's the number, this is the guy, and
Dude,
all this information.
This feels like a PR stunt. Okay, can you tell me why are people so obsessed with Taylor Swift? She is not that hot. I'm sorry. She's like the girl next door, American Girl Next Door.
relatable.
Like, why are Swifties so obsessed? Like, I don't know. Is it that age?
Okay,
Because
you got to be really careful with where you're treading into right now.
You're already gonna get flack from the Masterchef people. You gotta
remember as well. Taylor's like, she's not that young anymore. She
No, she's not,
started,
but her-
she started when she was 16 or something
yeah,
like something
her
like
music's
that.
been going.
And she's like 30 now.
yeah,
For almost half her
but she
life.
still has that really strong fan base.
She's
right?
still got a really strong fan space, and I think, mate, she just produces bangers. She just writes them down.
the last album didn't
she
have any bangers,
literally
did it?
have. What are you talking
What's the
about?
banger?
What are you talking
What's the
about?
banger?
Wait, which one? Which one's the album? No, because my head went straight
Bejeweled?
into
I don't
yeah. My head went straight into look what you made me do.
That's the
Look what
revenge
you-
one.
Yeah, that's the revenge one.
album.
But like her music, I think what's really interesting about her artist journey.
Yeah.
It's like one, obviously there's different relationships to build, to take inspiration from and whatnot, and just as her own human being going through these experiences. But the appeal that she has for any generation coming, like, take it akin to, oh my gosh, for some reason I've just got Spice Girls in my head, right? But like that would appeal
It's the same.
to any demographic. If they were still a thing right now, 100% would get the young girls in, then get the bloody tweens,
90s
whatever
baby,
they
yeah.
are all of a sudden now. And then even like people of her age that have grown up with her, right? And then like even past that, because she's got some catchy tunes, man.
But I don't think she has new fans. I think it's it's whoever like they're
No, there's
following
still young
up.
girls. Young girls
are catching on.
Young girls that are with their
Or-
older sisters.
Or these younger fans
know.
who have become mums. They're passing it on
yeah,
to
now
their
they got their kids, and you
Like-
know,
I don't understand.
Like,
because you're not the
obsession.
demographic.
You're not the
I don't
demographic for
understand the
it.
You're not the
obsession.
demographic.
I mean, Varun likes Taylor Swift. And
Yeah. Can
yeah,
you imagine?
we are nerds.
Oh, jeez.
What's your favorite Taylor Swift song? Because I've got a really obtuse one. Oh, come on, man, just pick one.
I think, well,
What's your favorite?
I do like Style.
yeah, I think that's the album I really tuned in where I was like,
Like, what-
okay.
yeah.
When she became more pop more than country.
Yeah.
Style or Out of the Woods.
Yeah, Out of the Woods is mine. I really? Yeah, I do.
I don't know.
It's so random. I told you it was random.
Can you imagine?
Remember when we hit the
Wasn't that about Harry Styles? I think it
Getaway
was.
Car and Style
Getaway
is
Car is a
apparently
nice one.
about-
Hold on, I'm gonna look at
When
this.
did we turn to Taylor? I think we need to cut this. I'm done.
I like Cruel Summer. It's Cruel Summer.
Yeah, a lot of the ones that are used as snippets for
Blank
like
spaces,
reels.
blank state. Otherwise,
Blank
it's
State
quite-
sounds like a
it's
bang.
quite nice. What you call it? Oh, even I knew you were trouble.
Yes,
when you-
trouble.
The goats. Yeah.
Trouble.
The goats.
But okay, so let's go back. I in my mind, I see Taylor Swift's like fan base akin to like One Direction when they first came out, which is that really young. What I mean is like these guys, this fan base is very vocal.
Yes.
So if you
Yeah.
say something against it, you're gonna get smashed, and whatever they do just trends. So it's just that alignment of technology proficient.
The tech, because
And how vocal they are.
as a former fangirl of many years a time. Yeah,
Yes.
I would like that was the obsessive kind of state, and like understanding what parasocial relationship was before it was like a term.
Yeah.
But the technology that you're able to
Especially
then
that's been brought up
you know,
now.
because fandom's not just about the appreciation of an artist, right? It's about also connecting to
other fans.
other fans,
You
and
like
to
that.
be able to do that globally. It's literally an army. That's what's happening.
But it's just
Yeah.
to me for Taylor stuff is just impressive how heavy the numbers are, because it's one thing being a fan, but her fans buy exorbitant ticket prices and stuff like
Oh,
like
it's crazy.
Yeah,
and they
yeah,
can't
yeah.
even
It's
afford
crazy.
it. Theoretically, like her fan base can't afford $500.
They shut down Ticket Tech.
Yeah,
So
it's
I was
insane.
so I was at work, right? And then one of my workmates was talking to me about some of the grads that were helping her with a task, and she had said, I feel like you also had a similar story as
Yeah.
well that
I'm
you
like,
heard.
get back to work.
But
And they were looking for
basically,
Taylor Swift
They were
tickets.
looking for Taylor Swift tickets. It's like, all right, that's more important. Okay, just take your time. and like find the tickets, etc. I found myself even talking to one of these grads, and I'm like, nah, man, the key that you need to do is you buy it on your phone. Don't buy it on your
the
device
same.
because
Well,
you
it's the
get
same
caught
thing,
up.
isn't it?
Nah, for some reason I've had a better strike rate on my phone, even though it's quite risky. But you know,
I've never had anything.
this is coming from another seasoned
mean,
professional
like-
buying
Yes,
so
of
many
buying
tickets.
tickets,
It's like,
yeah.
you know,
What happened to good old-fashioned bands like Hanson?
said no one ever.
They just had a one-hit wonder. and
They have
peace
actually
out.
released a new song that's actually quite it's a social justice type of vibes.
Okay.
Pass.
Randomly that's randomly what I have to contribute on Hanson there, but you know.
But yeah, like honestly, you can't deny the power of Tay Tay.
Bloody
It's
sweet.
Is there anyone bigger than her?
No.
There isn't.
No, well,
mean,
yes.
but-
Well, no, not for
I
pop.
mean, well, Beyonce
bigger?
has a tour, but Beyonce's for a different demographic.
Yeah,
more of the
that's a,
older-
I
that's
would
a
say-
different level of
I would
like,
say Beyonce is close, but I think Tay is more commercially.
they're more vocal.
more
yeah.
commercial. Yeah, that's what I mean. I reckon Beyonce has a wider spectrum of fans.
all right, Kanye.
I was gonna say. I was gonna cut you off. That's a compliment to me. So I don't know what you're talking
I
about.
know.
So as if my head can't get any bigger.
No, because it's just the way that he was talking
Yeah,
about
yeah.
it, and I'm like, all right, Kanye.
But Tay Tay's fans are more like vocal. Like that's a fact.
because
They just
they've been able to make the space and with especially with
boppers.
social media.
and
to
it's just it
mobilize,
must be
so
the
to speak.
vitriol that, like, I mean, let's be real, okay? This
her narrative.
her
Yeah.
narrative,
What's
and
her
just
narrative?
the well, because like
Breaking up with 70 dudes.
precisely.
People start
Or-
shaming her music needing to
Yeah.
be reclaimed again.
Exactly, and it's like, oh, she's just complaining
Surely
too much,
you-
etc.
you-
Like it's like a weird kind of quasi like white
Surely
privilege type
the
of thing.
surely
But,
Yes.
surely the average fan does not think about those things when they're listening, consuming her.
100%.
You reckon they do?
Some of them, yeah, you'll hear the story about, oh, what's this song about, for example.
Oh,
Or
mate, they're nuts. Like
the theories.
they're obsessed with like. So Taylor loves the number. She loves 13. Yeah.
13 is
There's a
my
whole
number.
there's a whole
Yeah.
lore about it. There's a bloody Google game thing at the moment
Yeah,
where
they
you
have
can
to do
literally do
puzzles
puzzles
to
and
unlock
stuff.
the
It's
vault
a
tracks.
whole
Do you think
thing.
that the Taylor, like the
whole lore?
predominant Taylor Swift fan base is predominantly from America? I know, no, but like you reckon the vast majority are Americans? What I'm saying is like, is Taylor Swift like the girl next door, and hence I can relate to her? She looks
100%.
she aesthetically she's a
100%.
she's not like a model or anything, but like she's the girl next door, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
like with a guitar, Nashville, like that sort of vibe that made it, right? Red lipstick, dated all the famous actors. Well, I'm yes, no.
She's a very accomplished
Oh,
artist
yes,
in
yes,
her own
yes, yes,
right.
yes.
Let's
Yes,
okay.
yes.
So according
sure.
to Reddit, okay, here we go.
Reddit.
Reddit, Taylor's fan distribution on Facebook by country.
Yep.
This is as of 21st of May 2021.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, sorry, I'm just going to say the numbers and not the percentage because the graph is far too small. It's quite big too. So, 13.7 million in the US.
It'll probably be predominantly
Yep.
there. Yeah.
What's your next country?
Asia?
Australia,
Oh.
It's in Asia?
Japan,
No.
China,
No.
Singapore.
Japan?
No.
Oh, the USA, Japan.
Those are the
Asia,
main Asian
like
countries?
Indonesia, Singapore?
No.
Thailand.
No.
Oh, just say it, man.
You're missing the best one, guys. Come on.
What, China? Oh, did we say China already?
Philippines.
yeah, that makes sense.
6.7, India 5.7,
Really? Taylor Swift,
Indonesia 4 million, Brazil 3.3, and Mexico 2.8. Surprisingly, she has only 1.77 million fans
That's right.
in the UK.
Really?
This is
Okay.
again according based on
Yeah.
like
Well, on that.
Okay, so that's by
sample.
country. I can tell you for a fact, if you were to cut that by gender, it's 97% female.
oh yeah, no doubt. Oh, actually no, I
Well,
would say
maybe
some
it's high.
LGBT.
80-20.
I would say it's some
80-20.
LGBT.
80-20,
Yeah,
80-20,
yeah,
whatever,
yeah.
80-20. Anyway, she pulls you in it. Like she's like all credit to her. She's
It's the
done
power
power.
again
It's-
of the lived experience, the writing,
Songwriting,
and
how
and,
she's weaponized her.
Yeah.
Regardless of
her
demographic.
experiences.
yeah,
and
yeah.
like that, like you have a fan base like that, you still have to produce good content, and she's done that over a long period, consistent period. of
Yeah.
time.
Yes. Yeah.
All
And
power,
she can
man.
still keep trucking because she's, she is like in her 30s, but She still got it.
Mate, she's gonna do what Madonna wishes she could have done. That's what she's gonna do. She's gonna be there when she's 60.
Yeah, because she still looks like a kid.
And she's gonna like just pump out
genes.
some
Good genes.
some
And do the classics.
like a Jolene 2.0 or something like that, you know?
You know what is the musical arc she should go to?
Here we go.
Miley Cyrus. In the sense that, you know how Miley had all these upbeat and then she started like
doing the slower
doing
ballads.
the slower, more.
That is what Taylor's done, right? Like
it?
with folklore.
Well, she went. Yeah, she
I
went
think-
from
well, I think she can
country
go
to
more-
pop to
Yeah.
like folky.
Apparently,
folksy.
Miley deliberately degraded her voice by smoking to get the raspiness.
Raspiness.
Yeah.
But also because I mean she's
She's
had
also been
quite the
through shit.
experience.
She's a lot has happened
also
to her.
been through shit.
A lot has happened in
I
the
like
last.
Miley Cyrus's new stuff actually.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I think, and that's why she was considered for the halftime.
Yeah, but I only want to hear Party in the USA. And,
And then you peace out.
We can't stop. We
you know,
won't
I remember
stop.
like seeing the Beats pill over there. You don't remember?
What are we talking
Beats by
about?
Dre. In that video
Yeah.
clip, they had the Beats
Oh,
pill.
Yeah, like the first
yeah.
frame.
Yeah,
yeah.
The first frame.
Okay, let's end
But,
it.
yeah.
We can't stop. Okay,
Well, we do have to stop,
Yeah, we
guys.
do.
All right. Well, before we click out, hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Make sure to leave some comments. What do you think about most of the topics?
Don't attack
that we
us,
discussed? Especially the how fiery we got with MasterChef.
No, it's this. That's what you do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get the
Friendship bracelets.
That's thank you very much.
Yeah, we'll hand out some.
stop.
But yeah, make sure to like, subscribe, click the bell. Make sure to look out for our Spotify link. You can listen to the audio version of our episode. And so yeah, otherwise, have a good one, guys.
Cheers, babes. Bye.